Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday, November 28th, I want to say, and I am around halfway through Towers of Midnight, which is the 13th book in the Wheel of Time series, and so I definitely plan on finishing it this week. Then I started, I'm pretty much still at the beginning of White River Burning, which is the 6th book in the Dave Gurney series, which is a crime mystery detective series, and I also want to finish that. Then I want to start and hopefully finish at least one of my anticipated releases that I still haven't gotten to, which is Hotel Magnifique. I think that is the next one in my list. Hopefully I would like to read that one and at least another, but we will see. And I want to watch the new season. Is it a new season? Is it a new series? I don't know what exactly it is, but whatever it is, the new thing of Criminal Minds, which I think came out last week, I want to say, but I haven't watched it yet. I also want to watch Wednesday. Also, the two series I watched that came out on Sundays, so I watched on Mondays, which were House of the Dragon and The Walking Dead. They are both done now, so what am I gonna watch on Mondays? Not that I usually actually watch them on Mondays, but that is just a small detail. The point is, I don't know what to watch. And The Walking Dead is actually over, and I watched that show for 3,000 years. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for now, and welcome to the vlog. Hello friends, it is Thursday and I just finished filming my wrap up, so I literally just finished talking about some of the books I'm gonna be talking about, so I'm really literally gonna just repeat myself, kind of. And so I read two of my anticipated releases. I read Hotel Magnifique, which was a fantasy thriller, and in this book there was a hotel that magically appeared every morning in a new place. And magic was safe inside the hotel, because outside the hotel, in the world, it wasn't safe because people with magic in that world can't really control their magic. So it is not safe for anyone who has magic. But yeah, inside the hotel, it's safe. No explanation given. People just know that inside the hotel, it's safe to have magic, to be around people who have magic. And so we follow Jenny and her sister Zoza. Do we really follow Zoza? Not really. We follow Jenny, and she wants to have a job at the hotel because she wants a better life for her and her little sister. And so they both go to the hotel for a job interview, and after some initial struggles, they manage to get the jobs and they start working there. And when Jenny is already working there, she notices people acting weirdly. And then she notices that there is something strange about their contracts. And so basically she has to figure out what is going on with the hotel and with the people inside and just figure everything out and try to fix it. And sounds like a really cool concept, which was what I thought when I read the synopsis and decided that this was an anticipated release. But I didn't love it. I really didn't love the main character, didn't love the romance, didn't feel like any chemistry between Jenny and her love interest, wasn't really invested in the story. Things were happening, it just wasn't very interesting to me. It was magical, the atmosphere, but not enough to just have me there for the vibes. So yeah, definitely didn't love it. Didn't hate it either. Like the ending, I was actually interested to know what was happening. I was actually invested, excited even to know what was gonna happen in the end. But like overall, didn't love it. And the other book I read was Violet Made of Thorns, and this was a fantasy and the first book in a series that is also called Violet Made of Thorns. And we follow Violet, shocking, I know. And she is the king's seer, and she, 7 years before, saved the prince from dying. And so that's why she was taken to the castle and became the king's seer. And the previous seer, like before she died, she started saying a prophecy, basically that the prince's love would be either their ruin or their salvation, and that there is a war coming. But she didn't manage to actually end the prophecy before she died, so no one really knows exactly what's going on, and everyone is expecting Violet to have answers. But she is a better liar than a seer, so she is using both of her skills to try to keep people calm, but the prince is definitely not helping with that. And I actually really like this book. I've seen some bad reviews that I totally understand, but personally don't agree. I really liked it. Was it like the best book ever? No. Was it very entertaining? Yes. I really like the main character, even though, again, I understand people who had problems with her. And also, I like the romance, which is shocking. Like, who am I? Shipping the right people and liking the romance? I didn't see that coming. And the plot, I was very invested. And honestly, like, I would have liked a little more plot and a little less romance, even though I liked it. I'm still not like a romance fan, so it had a little too much romance for me, but overall still very enjoyable. And it had a very like fairy tale vibe, which I really loved. It was very nostalgic, and yeah, I just had a great time with this book, and I can't wait to continue with the series whenever the second book comes out. Then I am around 70% into White River Burning, and I can talk a little about it now. And so we are following Dave Gurney, who is a retired detective who is the main character of this entire series. And he is always like called back for whatever case. Okay, all right. He is always called back to help with investigations. And in this case, it's kind of two cases that are connected, and then more cases connect. So the whole thing starts when a black man is killed by the police, and then a white police guy is murdered, and they are thinking that the murders are connected. And so someone from the police department, maybe not, someone related to the investigation calls Gurney because he wants Gurney's help, advice. But then Gurney starts realizing that, maybe the police's theory is not exactly right, and they are also not, investigating right, not dealing with the situation correctly. And so he kind of distances himself from them, and he's doing his own thing, which it's kind of what usually happens anyway. But yeah, I am enjoying it, even though like my favorite character, I like Gurney, but he's not like my favorite character. And my favorite character is very absent of this book. And I mean, in the part that I was listening now, like while I was doing my makeup and stuff, like he was there now. So maybe in this last 30%, he will be there doing things, being iconic. But he's very absent from there. And there's so many horrible people in this book, which I guess is the point, but that doesn't make them any less horrible. And yeah, like I'm angry with people. I am frustrated. I am, I have feelings. And yeah, like I am enjoying it overall. Like the investigation I'm liking. I like Gurney. I always like his investigations. It's nothing like crazy, but I am having a good time. This was probably the worst update I've ever given on a book, and I am so sorry about it. But let's move on. I am on page 722 of Towers of Midnight. And I have made notes on a piece of paper that I left on my table. And do I want to get up to go get it? Probably not. I'll just, whatever I don't remember to say right now, I will say on my final update on Monday. So, I am loving this book so much. Like, I am losing my mind over it because, like, I love everything so much except that one character that I want to kill. And honestly, like, even that character now is behaving properly. So maybe like redemption arc situation. I don't know, but like I am loving everyone. I am loving Nynaeve. I am loving Rand. Like in the first book of this series, when I got to the end, like I realized I was way more connected to the characters than I thought. Like I really actually cared about what was happening to Rand. And then he started really pissing me off. And now I realize that I love him again because yes, he's just iconic. Also, Matt, always iconic. And Perrin. Perrin is the fucking star of this book and I couldn't be happier. Like Perrin was my favorite character. And then Matt started being my favorite character because Perrin was very like absent from the books. Some of the books like actually absent, other books like he was there but not really doing anything and I was just like, okay. So Matt became my favorite, but now I think they are both like equally incredible and equally my favorite. And Perrin is just perfect. Like he's so precious, like too precious for the world, honestly. And I just love him so much and he is so incredible in this book. And like I almost cried because of how like proud I was of him. Like this book is making me feel things. And yeah, like I am so happy with this book. It couldn't be any better. I am having the time of my life reading it. And like I said in my last vlog, I can't believe that I'm kind of getting close to the end of the series. That's crazy. That is insane. But I am really happy with this book. And yeah, I will read more of it tonight for sure. And I will probably finish it in the weekend. And yeah. Anyway, I haven't watched any of the shows that I said that I wanted to watch. I mean, I think I said it in this vlog. I haven't watched any of them. I don't know, like if you have watched my vlogs, you might remember that I had a lunch with Portuguese people that are here in Italy. And like the craziest thing just happened today and it's kind of related to that, which is why I talked about it. So we have a group chat on WhatsApp and they are talking about doing like a Christmas dinner on December 16th, which is actually the last day I'm gonna be here before going back to Portugal for the holidays because I'm going on December 17th, which is a Saturday. And so yeah, they are arranging that. And then today someone was added to the group chat and like the name was familiar, but like a lot of people have the same name. So I was like, okay. But then I saw the photo and I was like, hold on a second. I know this person and it's someone who went to college with me in my bachelor. That is crazy. Like, how are we both here? That's insane. It's a small world. And yeah, I'm still like, I haven't processed the fact that someone I went to college with is working in the same place that I'm working. Like we haven't talked since like we finished our bachelor. So that's insane. And yeah, that is everything that I have to say. That is all the updates I have for now. I have been talking for 13 minutes. How fun. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say. I feel like my brain isn't really, yeah, I will talk to you on Monday. Hello. So it is Monday and I am so tired. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know why, but like last time I checked the time, it was 3:30 and I had to wake up at 7:30. So I am running on less than 4 hours of sleep and I am not okay. But anyway, I like before we get to the books, I just want to say that I watched the shows that I wanted to watch. I watched Wednesday, like the whole thing. I really liked it. It was very fun. I love Wednesday. And yeah, great times. I also watched the new season of Criminal Minds and I missed that show so much. Like I missed those characters so much and I am very like intrigued about the whole mystery that is happening this season because there are like new cases every episode like usual, but there's also like an overall mystery and very intrigued about it. Now moving on to the books. So I finished White River Burning and I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I feel like I'm not sure that I loved the answer to the mystery. Like the investigation to get there was fun, but the actual answer, I'm not sure I loved it. Also, one character that I usually like, she had some, actions that I didn't love either. And like I said, my favorite character was barely in the book, even after like my last update. He was barely in the book. So yeah, like it was still a fun mystery. Like I said, the investigation was fun. So like, most of the book was fun, but I didn't love the ending. But either way, I mostly enjoyed it and I gave it 3.5 stars. Then I finished Towers of Midnight. And oh my god. Also, like in my previous update, I said that I had notes, right? But my notes are just like the names of the characters and just hope in future me that she will remember what I wanted to talk about. So do I? We will see. So I feel like some of the things here I already talked about, like most of them, but overall it's me being emotional because I love this book so much and I love the characters so much, especially like Perrin and Matt, who are my favorites, had like such a big role in this book, especially Perrin, like yes. And also there's a character that like she was really bothering me in the last books and now she's not so bad. And no, I'm not talking about Nynaeve, but also Nynaeve. And finally, like something happened that I have been waiting for so many books, like maybe like 7 books? That feels like a lot, but maybe it was 7 books. I know it's been a very long time coming and it finally happened and I am so happy. And yeah, overall this book just made me very emotional, but like in a good way. Mostly it was good emotions. And it was not just emotions, like the plot was also very exciting, very tense, everyone being iconic, badass. Just, I loved this book so much. And I will be uploading a video with spoilers and just my thoughts later this week on Friday. So if you want to see me basically losing my mind, watch that video on Friday. Then I started reading Belladonna, which is the last book of my anticipated releases that I haven't yet read, but I only got to page 33, so not a lot has happened. The only thing I know is that we are following a character who is called Signa, and she can see death, like the entity death. She can see him, and she can also see ghosts, and she can't die. That's it. That's what we got, and I am very intrigued. Obviously, was already intrigued before starting to read this book because it was one of my anticipated releases. But yeah, very intrigued, but apart from that, I have no other thoughts because I have literally just started it. But yeah, that is everything that I have read. And let's just wrap this vlog up. So I read from page 493 to the end of Towers of Midnight, and that was 440 pages. I also read Hotel Magnifique, which was 391. I read Violet Made of Thorns, which was 364. I read 362 pages of White River Burning and the 33 pages of Belladonna, and that was 1,590 pages, which I think is a new record. And yeah, that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!